everyone, this is Minsha Kapoor and welcome back to my channel. Those of you who know me know that I have been working as a private wealth portfolio manager since last 8 years, and in my last video I had shared with you all that why do women in India need to start investing. I asked you guys if you want a second part to these investment series and 95% of you said yes. So here we are. Today in this video, I will be sharing with you my experiences and also that why do the youth and people who are in their 20s need to start investing so that they are rich by the time they reach their 30s or late 30s. In this video, I will be covering that why do you need to invest early in your 20s, where do you need to invest, when do you need to invest and how to do it, and also where not to invest at all. If you enjoy such videos, do hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel, guys. It really helps my channel to grow. Now coming to the first question, that why do we need to start investing early? A person like me, I do not want to retire when I'm reaching the age of 60. I want to retire as soon as I reach 40 or 45, but I need a huge investment corpus till the time I reach that age. Most of us has just started our jobs in our 20 and have started earning some salary. इससे पहले हम सिर्फ pocket money मंगवा रहे होते हैं अपने घर से. And usually in your 20s we have very short term goals. Either you want to work for some time and get experience so that you get enrolled in some very good college in India or abroad. Most of the technical or engineers want to get a work experience so that they can start their own startup after some years. Most of us want to spend or send money back to our families. We want to buy some car or house. So that is why it is really important that you start investing as soon as you get your job so that you are able to build a certain amount of corpus for that goal. Now coming to our second point, that when do we start investing? Now you have just got out of your college and you have got a basic job. You're not earning much, but still you're earning some decent amount of money. इससे पहले you were just getting your pocket money from your family or from your fathers. Now calculate a difference between your pocket money and what your salary is. Make a very simple budget. मैं नहीं कह रही कि आप एकदम हर चीज का डिटेल लिखो कि कितना खा रहे हो, कितना स्पेंड कर रहे हो, but make a decent budget कि इससे पहले आप कितना स्पेंड कर रहे थे and now since you're getting your salary आप कितना स्पेंड कर सकते हो, and the gap, the difference between the two need to go in your investments. We all know the benefit of compound interest. अगर आप बहुत ही छोटा अमाउंट डालना शुरू करते हो इन्वेस्टमेंट में every month, the compound interest formula is going to multiply it into a huge corpus after some time. So I did a very basic calculation that if you do an SIP of just 5,000 rupees for 10 years at a normal 14% rate of interest, you will be getting a corpus of around 13 lakhs at the end of 10 years. तो आपने जस्ट 5,000 रुपए डालना शुरू किए हैं at the age of 25, और जब आप 35 years के होते हो, right now I'm 31, so 35 years के होते हो, आपके पास 13 लाख रुपए का कॉर्पस होता है. और रेट अगर लगता है कि 14% बहुत ज्यादा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है and you just want to take 12 years, so अगर आपने 22-23 की एज में for next 20 years 5,000 rupees सेव किए हैं at a normal interest of 12%, at the end of 20 years, you will be getting a corpus of 50 lakhs. Isn't that great? And this is all calculation. Now, coming to a very basic question, that how to invest. हर कोई आपको बोलता है इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी चाहिए, पैसा सेव करना चाहिए, but करें कैसे? I am going to tell you. A very simple formula of this is that invest a minimum of 20% of your income. अगर आप महीने का 1 लाख रुपए कमा रहे हो, 20% of that 20,000 rupees is the minimum जो आपको सेव करना ही है without any doubt. The best way and the way which I use and that has helped me a lot is as soon as you start your jobs, obviously you will be opening a salary account with the company. I would recommend you that आप salary के साथ एक और account खोलिए. So open a separate bank account for your savings. Every month you will be getting a salary in your salary account. Just keep all the money that you have decided to spend in that one, but set aside some of the money for saving in that separate account. ऑल्सो आई सजेस्ट कि आप इमीडिएटली उसी वक्त किसी भी कंपनी के साथ एक डीमैट अकाउंट खोल लीजिए. आई विल बी लिस्टिंग द टॉप डीमैट ब्रोकर्स ऑफ इंडिया. यू कैन चूज एनी ऑफ दीज. देर इज हार्डली एनी फीस ऑफ 200-300 rupees annually, and most of them don't charge any account opening fees also. अब जो 20% अमाउंट हमने सेव किया है उसे इन्वेस्ट कैसे करना है. वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक और टेक्निक इन इन्वेस्टिंग इज एसेट एलोकेशन. आपने बहुत जगह पढ़ा होगा दैट वी नीड टू एलोकेट योर एसेट्स और डू अ ऑप्टिमल एसेट एलोकेशन. ये होता क्या है? Now, if we see a proper asset allocation, we need to decide what percentage of amount of money we need to put in equity, in debt, or gold. These are the basic top 3 assets, and we need to allocate our funds on equity, debt, and gold. Since you are in your 20s, you are going to save your money for a very long time. You have huge time in front of you. I will really suggest that आप अपना amount mostly 65 to 70% allocate कीजिए equity में. When I say equity, I 100% recommend equity mutual funds, but you can also buy some good large cap companies. Out of that, next 20% amount you should allocate to a debt fund. Debt fund is something which replicates the rate of interest in our country. They are much safer than equity funds. So you can park some of the money, 20%, to debt funds in case of any wrongdoing. अगर कभी market गिर जाती है, you have some allocation in debt fund, which is very safe, जो आपको safe 9, 10 और even 8 to 10% के बीच में rate of interest देता रहेगा. And now with the last 10% of that asset allocation, I highly recommend that you purchase gold ETFs. I'm not saying that you just go to a jeweler and buy a gold biscuit or a gold coin. It is time to go digital, guys. We can purchase gold mutual funds just with a small amount of 5,000 rupees. And the best part is that these gold exchange traded funds, they totally replicate the price of gold in the country. So at any particular day in future, you can sell those gold ETFs and buy physical gold of that same price in the market. That's how great it is. And also start an SIP in a large or a mid cap mutual fund. मैंने अपनी पुरानी वीडियो में पूरा प्रोसेस एक्सप्लेन किया है कि कैसे आप अपना एक नया SIP स्टार्ट कर सकते हो with different asset management companies. So go and check out that video. Another thing that I recommend all my viewers, even if you're not from a financial background, is that you gain and improve your financial market knowledge. Just read normal newspaper. The best newspaper that I read that helps in improving my knowledge is ET Wealth. It is perfect if you want to know how to make some wealth. Also, download certain apps. Start tracking the basic index of a country. Start tracking Sensex, Nifty, the Bank Nifty. मैं नहीं चाहती कि आप एकदम डिटेल में जाइए और आपको सब कुछ पता होना चाहिए, बट आपको बस इतना पता होना चाहिए कि यूजुअली सेंसेक्स किस लेवल पे ट्रेड कर रहा है, पिछले महीने क्या लेवल था निफ्टी का, अब क्या लेवल है, सो दैट यू गेट टू नो दैट इन विच डायरेक्शन द मार्केट इज गोइंग. You will be surprised, when I started my job, Nifty used to be at 5,000 levels, literally 5,000, 6,000, and now it is at 15,000 levels. So this is the range or the type of growth that an equity market can give you. So just have a little idea, watch the news, see Sensex कितना चल रहा है, Nifty कितना चल रहा है, discuss it with your parents, and you will start getting interest in this. Now coming to the most important question, and that is where to invest. Yes. Now the best part about mutual funds is that these are open-ended, and you should just be investing in open-ended mutual funds. That is that you can remove the money whenever you want. Usually most of the equity mutual funds, they have an exit load of 1% for up to 1 year. तो आप एक साल से पहले अगर अपना पैसा निकाल रहे हैं इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड से, हो सकता है आपको 1% का एग्जिट लोड लगे, और एक साल के बाद देयर आर नो चार्जेस एट ऑल. In a debt fund or in a gold ETF fund, there are no exit loads at all. आप कभी भी पैसा डाल सकते हैं और निकाल भी सकते हैं. In an equity mutual fund, you get your money redeemed in 2 days. तो आप अगर मंडे को अपना पैसा रिडीम करना चाह रहे हैं, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे दोपहर तक या थर्सडे तक आपके अकाउंट में पैसा वापस आ जाता है. So it is as simple as that. Your money is not stuck or locked anywhere. So now your savings account is set up, your investment account is set up, your demat account is there. All you need to do is that just select any top 3 equity mutual funds. I will just list down some of my favorite or some really good return givings large cap equity mutual funds over here. If you want to take a little more risk, you can also go for a mid cap mutual fund. I'll just explain you. इंडिया की जो टॉप 100 कंपनीज हैं, बीट TCS, Reliance, HDFC, top 100 by their size or market capitalization, they come in a large cap mutual fund. After that, from 100 to next top 250 companies, छोटी छोटी कंपनीज जो अभी ग्रो हो रही हैं, जो काफी अच्छे लेवल पे पहुंच गई है, बट स्टिल दे आर नॉट टॉप, those companies are called mid cap companies. ये बहुत ही faster rate पे grow होती हैं, but again इसके अंदर थोड़ा सा risk भी होता है. So since you're starting early, I think you can allocate some amount to mid cap mutual funds also. And next 250 से बाकी इंडिया में जितनी भी registered companies हैं, they come in a small cap fund. Right now, I will not suggest you to go for a small cap fund. It is very risky. But still, it's your choice. So I have listed some of the top large and mid cap mutual funds for you. One very important suggestion that I want to give you is that don't panic if the market falls. आपने आज पैसा डाला है और हफ्ते के बाद मार्केट गिर गई है 500 पॉइंट. Don't be scared of that. These are market volatilities, but it will continue to happen in a short period of time. But in a longer range of time, market usually goes in an upward direction. तो जब आप यहाँ पैसा डाल रहे हो, आप ये छोटी छोटी मूवमेंट्स नहीं देखोगे, आप ये बड़ी लॉन्ग टर्म मूवमेंट देखोगे. I just want to share my experience when I was in my 20s and I had just started saving. So I had a demat account and a saving account. I had it with ICICI and I still use it. It's really nice. So what I did was I started parking some money in debt fund. So every month I used to put some money in a debt fund, and I saw that over the period of 8 to 10 months, that time debt funds were doing very well, and I was getting around 8 to 10% return in that, and I was so happy कि oh wow, हर रोज मैं सुबह उठती थी और जाके चेक करती थी कि wow मेरे पैसे बढ़ गए हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ गई है. And then when I thought कि अब मेरे पास डेट में एक छोटा कॉर्पस इकट्ठा हो गया है and I can start taking a little more risk, I started investing in equity. And once I did that, there was no stopping. So I started buying small equity mutual funds. I started buying ELSs, equity linked savings scheme funds, which also helped me in saving tax and getting the benefits of equity. And then I realized that the returns in equity are much, much better than the debt funds. Since मुझे किसी चीज के लिए पैसों की requirement नहीं थी, so I never took the money out. In fact, I even switched my debt funds into those equity ones. And right now I am 31 and I feel confident to say that I have built in certain decent amount of corpus for myself. This was possible only because I started investing when I was 23. So just in 7 or 8 years, I have made a good corpus for myself. I can take a break, leave a job. I know I can be independent for a good amount of time because I have that money saved with me. And that is what I want you guys to feel. I want you all to feel financially empowered and independent, and that can only happen when you are doing your own savings and your own investments. I also said in the beginning that I will also be telling you where not to invest. One thing which I did and I'm so proud of is that I never purchased a credit card. When you are in your 20s, you do not, quote me, you do not need a credit card. अगर आपको कभी भी requirement होती है, just use the credit card of your family member and then pay them back. But don't buy a credit card and literally spoil your entire salary and investment cycle. Secondly, I will say don't invest in futures and options. आपको बहुत सारे लोग बोलेंगे कि options खरीद लो, stock futures खरीद लो, एक दिन में 100% return बन जाएगा. Please, I highly request, don't do that at all. It is very risky, and right now you are just started to earn your money. You don't want to spoil your entire financial investing experience, so don't go for that. In the beginning, don't even go for cryptocurrency. करेंगे, सब करेंगे, धीरे धीरे करेंगे, but not in the beginning when you are just have started investing. I will also say don't save money in an FD. stay away from FD. I did that mistake. मैंने starting में बहुत सारा पैसा FD में save कर दिया था and I have literally not got more than 5% return. उससे ज़्यादा inflation है, we all know that. Also guys, I don't think just we have gotten our job, we don't need to buy fancy iPhones or fancy cars or spend at luxury clothes. I mean, I know a lot of people feel that जैसे ही सैलरी आना शुरू हो जाए आप 1 लाख रुपए का आईफोन खरीद लो. I mean, या तो आप 1 लाख का आईफोन खरीद सकते हो या फिर आप 20,000 का एक नॉर्मल फोन खरीद सकते हो और रेस्ट 80,000 रुपीज इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकते हो. So it's your battle to choose. Obviously, if you have a lot of money, do whatever you want. आपके पास 5 लाख रुपए हैं तो आप 4 लाख सेव करो और 1 लाख का आईफोन खरीद लो. But I don't think you need to spend so much on luxury just in the beginning of your saving years. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you have any queries, please comment down below and also subscribe to my channel. And I hope you get a little motivation to start saving and building your portfolios. I will see you next time.